Hello everybody, welcome to SPPTV. We're at RFG today, working on the S10 turbo project again. If you're new, welcome. Be sure to check out the other videos on this project and others, and be sure to subscribe for more content. All right, so today, I don't know why this is on here. I was just screwing around. Anyways, I'm gonna fit the power brake booster, so I put, this is off a G-body, like a Cutlass, because it was smaller so that I can fit my coils. Will fit in here. Here's the S10 one. It's really big in comparison. But this one's really skinny and this one's fatter, so it sticks out more. So basically what I gotta do today, or what I'm gonna do right now, is I'm gonna fit this inner fender. It doesn't fit, it's hitting here. I won't allow the fender to go back, and with the other one I had notched it out. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing I did on this side, where I cut and I took like 3/4 of an inch out and then weld it back together. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. It'll look cleaner, it'll give clearance. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna start doing right now. All right, so I got it cut. So I use this like last time, the tape, put the tape on, cut out this section, and then I fit the new section back in and then tacked it in. Here I'm gonna have to change this a little bit. I'll cut it and open it up so that it looks the same. So now I'm gonna test fit it and see how it fits. All right, so I put the inner fender in, or put the fender back on, I guess. And now you can see there's clearance. So now this big hole that I had made here before for the other one, I can actually close that in, which will be nice. And I put the master cylinder on so I could see how that all fits. So that's way better. And it's narrower just like this side is, so now they'll match better, which is good. I just have to fix up here. I'll add a piece or I'll cut this, whatever, something, so that it matches. And there's Mike.
Looking good.
All right, so now I have to just, obviously I have to weld this whole thing up, and then that'll be good.
This is the face I use when I'm getting these welding shots.
All right, so now I got it all welded up, ground down. I made a little piece here to fill this in, so it looks right. I actually added another piece here because I could add more there, so I put more there to make it proper. So I'm still gonna fill in this part here. I have to make a piece. I'll probably have to cut a little bit of this out and then make a piece that'll go in here and close it all in. But I have to test fit it again to see how that's gonna work. All right, so I'm making a piece to fit in there, which used to be cut open for the power brake booster. So I just made a template out of cardboard, like this, cut it out into metal, and now I'm gonna form it into there. Here's a little tip. If you gotta bend a curve into a piece of metal, just get a piece of tubing like that of whatever size, put it in the vise, and then just bend your metal over, and you'll get a nice curve going. I got that piece all welded in. So now that's all closed in there. This hole in the firewall I'm gonna weld up, and then you can kind of see maybe a little bit there where the fuse box goes. Uh-oh, I'm gonna knock the fender off there. It's not all bolted on, but you get the idea. We'll continue this video tomorrow or Sunday or whatever. because it's not very long so far. It's a couple days later now, and I'm out here working again. So my plan for today is, like I said, I got this one good. I'm happy with everything there. But then I was taking a look at this side, and I don't know if I did it before for a reason or not, but this side is actually, it actually kind of tucks in here. It's fatter here than it is here, and I really don't like the way it looks, so I already welded it back together after taking that strip out, but I'm going to cut it apart again, and I'm going to take another strip out to straighten it out, make it more even with the other side. I figure I might as well do it now while I can, because I don't know, it looks weird to me. Plus I'm also going to fill this in where the heater used to stick out, and then I'm going to fill in this hole and all this, because I'm going to put some kind of heater in there, either an aftermarket one, or if I can find something that's all on the inside. So one way or the other, I'm getting rid of the original heater box. So that's what the plan for today is. I got it cut and fit and re-welded, and so now it's way straighter than it was before. Looks way better. I don't know if you can really tell, but they look a lot more symmetrical now, and this one looks a lot straighter, which I think looks better. Plus, by doing that, it actually opened up here, so I have even more clearance, which is nice, around the turbo. So now I'm just making a piece to fit in here, because like I said, I'm going to weld up the heater and smooth all that out, and then figure out where the heater is going to go later. So I made that out of cardboard, and now I'm going to transfer it over to some steel and then fit it in, weld it in. Alright, so there's the piece there. It's filling that in. I'm still going to make a piece that goes here, and I'm probably going to get rid of this because that's where the heater hoses used to go through, which they don't anymore, so, or they won't anymore. Yeah, so there we go. It's looking pretty good. I got the inner fender part done. I'll show that to you shortly. And then because I'm going to put a different kind of heater in, I need to cover the holes where the heater box went. So this is what I did. I took the stock heater box, I just put it onto some sheet metal, trace it out, cut it out, and then that'll fit in there. And then, I don't know, I might bolt it in so that it could also always be taken out again, or I might just weld it in and smooth it out. And then here you can see the inner fender. It's all welded up now. But now obviously I have to do a whole bunch of body work on it to make it nice. Once I throw it back on the truck, I'll show you how it looks on there. But it turned out pretty good. So yeah, a lot of metal work I wasn't expecting to do. I didn't think I'd really have to modify the inner fenders a bunch when I put this engine in, but apparently I did. And but that's okay. It'll look cooler in the end when it's all done. So I'm going to test fit that heater box cover on there, and then I'll throw the inner fender back on, and then I'll show you how it looks. Alright guys, so I got the fender back on, and I got that piece. It's just a couple self-tappers holding it on. I think I'll probably weld it on and then like smooth it out so it looks really nice. But here's what it looks like now. So that definitely looks a lot cleaner, smoother. As you can see, the inner fender goes right up to the firewall. It's all closed in. So I really like that. I think that looks really nice. And like I said, that's all nice and straight now. Looks really cool. And then this side, it's all butted up to the firewall. I got a bunch of holes in the firewall to weld up too and stuff. Obviously not for the power brake booster, but the one below it and that other little one, probably that'll get welded up. Yeah, so the firewall will actually be pretty smooth, other than the booster will be there and the washer, white window wiper motor. I don't know how I'm going to run the heater hoses yet, and that new heater, whichever kind of heater I get. Like, I'm leaning towards getting one of those ones off eBay, because it's not like I need it for winter. I just need it to keep the truck warm in the fall and to keep the windows defrosted, that type of thing. So a nice small one that's compact would actually be really good for this truck and look super clean. But I want to see if maybe I can run the hoses up in the inner fender, like right in here, and then come down so you don't even see them. You know, make them out of metal, a little bit of rubber, and then metal tubing that goes to the water pump area, which I still have to figure out what I'm going to do there, because, you know, this is like right here. So this is obviously no good. This one might be okay, but I don't know if I'm gonna put 90s or some guys were saying, which is kind of what I'm looking at now. I'll have to, it's kind of the next thing to do is sort of figure that out. But I actually got quite a bit done, so I'm really happy with what I got done today. Like usual, like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you check out the other videos if you haven't. There's lots of cool content on there, and stay tuned for more content on building this turbo S10 and other vehicles that we have as we work on other engines and other kind of cool stuff. So check you later.